Here is your basic guide to preschool at home. And it's totally easy. Not really, but it's totally worth it. So this is the first step in homeschooling. If you're gonna go the whole mile through whatever grade you feel comfortable with or you're drawn to, or maybe it's just preschool that you're gonna do and you know your kid is going to kindergarten and you want them to be ready. Well, it's not that hard. In at least the state of Virginia, preschool is not required by law. So if you are looking into homeschooling, then this is the perfect time for you to get your feet wet, for you to develop community, for you to do a whole lot of learning on your parent brain. You need to learn stuff before you just go willy-nilly with your children thinking that you're going to give them a high school education. So let's start with preschool at home. Now, there's two things to show you just how easy it is to prepare your child for kindergarten here in the state of Virginia. And it's pretty basic, the information that your child needs to learn in these preschool years. So your child goes to kindergarten when they are 5 in Virginia, 4 if their birthday is like funky on the line, but they're gonna be almost 5. And I got one pamphlet just from my doctor's office, my pediatrician, on readiness for kindergarten. I got this at the library, the public library, which is the best resource in the entire world. And library is your friend, especially if you are a homeschooler. So what I got from the library says 80 skills that help ease kids' transitions into kindergarten. So I can use this as a checklist to just click it off on my preschool at home agenda. And right now we are 3.5, and then I have a little 1.5-year-old. And for me, education begins the day they pop out. So we've been homeschooling since the day they were born, is my philosophy, is what I feel, and that's how I look at it. And that started with a really great pediatrician that I was lucky to have with Tom, who from his very first visit to the pediatrician, he told us, start reading to him. Read him a book. Like, he was a bundle. Read him a book. Turn the pages, show him the pictures, talk to him, read them the book. And so I did, and I have been ever since. And he is a book lover. You want to look at personal skills. This is a time in your life when your child is learning to become a little human. And they definitely need to be talking. You want to work on that. If you need extra help with that, this is a time to identify that need.
Mama, I put stuff in more boxes for more boxes for more boxes. Instead, that would help more.
Would you like to bring your boxes to your desk?
The boxing. That means boxing.
Yes, Tom. Okay, so talking, going potty all by themselves, washing their hands, brushing their teeth, self-care. You basically need self-care. This is the time to learn these skills. You need to learn to follow directions, at least as best as possible. You need to be able to sit for at least 15 minutes and listen. 15 minutes, great place to do this. Public libraries. From the time he was born, they have even baby story time or toddler time or a special program on wildlife. Something where they come and they sit on a little rug and they listen and participate, but they sit for at least 15 minutes before they're 5 years old. And learning to use a handkerchief or a tissue, depending on how crunchy you are, which way you're going to go with that. But that's an important skill. Tom, do you know how to go get a boogie rag? You do. And then gross motor skills is another big thing, but that's so basic that the gross motor skills would be just being able to run, hop, jump, walk backwards. You go to the playground, you go play outside, you bounce off the walls inside your house a little bit. You're gonna be developing those gross motor skills. For us, we have been going to gymnastics, so our motor skills are raging out of control. So, the basic skills you're gonna wanna cover before you reach 5, and either register for homeschool kindergarten or go to kindergarten, is identifying some of the letters of the alphabet. Counting to 10, counting objects specifically, knowing a couple of nursery rhymes, being able to sing a song, learning a song, knowing your primary colors, knowing and attempting to draw basic shapes, coloring something beyond scribbles, such as a representation of something, an animal, a person, matching and sorting, identify your own name and attempt to write it, positions and amounts, such as over, under, more, less. Work with the kid on that. Facts like name, birthday, age, parents' names. Work with glue. Work with scissors. Know your body parts. And read to your child. Talk to your child about what you're reading. Read, read, read. So that's it basically from what I'm getting from a pamphlet at my pediatrician's office and a handout from the library, how you would minimally want to get your child ready for kindergarten. So that's the basics on doing preschool at home. But I've never known of anyone doing preschool at home that just sticks to the basics. They get creative. Us, one of the things I do is I keep a journal, a homeschool journal. I write subjects and what we did that day in that subject. I write progress reports. I keep evidence of learning, such as worksheets that he's completed, drawings he's done. We do a lot of tracing to learn to write. So we keep an update on that. And in the back of my book, I keep some learning goals for me to keep track of. We are using right now a kindergarten level math workbook, which is very nice. And I don't push sitting down and writing 15 pages of A through Z or doing 15 pages in a workbook. It's kind of, I work with how long his attention span is and how much he's enjoying it. Now, if homeschool's for you, even if you're just doing preschool, and especially if you're going to go beyond preschool, you need to do some research. All right, well, remember, look and learn all the specifics. Maybe find someone to talk to on registering your child for kindergarten at home if you're going to be continuing this. You definitely want your child legally homeschooled. But there's methods. If you're brand new to this is going to be so exciting for you to fall down the wormhole of exactly what kind of curriculum you want to use, what kind of methods you are inspired by. I am, number one, a Montessori mama, but I am not purist whatsoever. My children are extremely into imaginative play, which is not really a part of the Montessori method, but I draw tons of inspiration from Montessori. Some other methods would be Waldorf. You're going to want to Google the term unschooling. Maybe that's for you. Charlotte Mason method, you look into that. Child-led learning, look into that. So Montessori, Waldorf, unschooling, child-led learning, Charlotte Mason theory. There's more stuff out there, and you need to not only Google, but read some books, get in depth into this theory, and really, really invest yourself in your child's education if homeschool is something you're drawn to. And find someone who's not a beginner like me, because we are only at preschool level. But I'll tell you what, we are nailing preschool. So hopefully we will continue to have great success in the future. And I'm not 100% sure we will be homeschooling beyond preschool. It depends if we can find social circles, a homeschooling co-op, friends, little people, their same age to get in there with. So a lot is still hanging in the air, but I continue to educate myself and my children. And one really excellent resource that goes beyond these basic kindergarten preparedness papers would be if you go to PBS and just pbs.com, www.pbs.org/parents/child-development. Now they're going to break a list down for you, just like the list I got from the library, but it's going to be a lot more specific. And they have each subject covered by age, and I don't really believe in going by how long you've been on earth on where you're at academically, so I don't really judge it by age, but I do go through it chronologically. And it is an amazing resource, and it covers topics like math and science. So those are going to give you guides of what you need to learn, and if you look into some of these methods, they're going to give you great ideas on how to learn these things, and your children are going to be free, and they're going to be at home with their family or with someone else who's homeschooling them. And hopefully this is going to be an amazing journey for you, and I can't wait to see or hear what method is your favorite. Leave some comments down below. I want to hear from my homeschooling parents. And signing off now from the playroom/homeschool room.